What do you wish wasn't so expensive? Dental care. Rent. Living. What movie had a sex scene that was completely unnecessary to the plot? Apparently every movie that I watch with my parents. The Mule had Clint Eastwood as a florist-turned-drug mule in a gleeful threesome with two giggling girls that could be his granddaughters. Twice. Okay. Clint. Team America World Police. JK, it was very integral to the plot. Which conspiracy theory came out real? A man named John Wojnowski used to stand outside the Vatican Embassy the 90s in Washington, D.C. with a sign saying that the Pope is hiding pedophile priests. He claimed to be a victim of such abuse. People would honk and throw insults, junk at him and call him crazy. The FBI tracking Ernest Hemingway. He became paranoid that they were tracking him. Turns out they were watching him. The government is spying on you. Ooh, spooky. Then Prism came out and indeed the government is spying on you. People who are older on Reddit. What happens between 29 and 37? You visit Reddit threads to hear wise words of wisdom from so-called older Redditors, and then get a very uncomfortable, strange feeling as you realize you are the older Redditor. We're older? Oh dear. I guess we realize we're older. This is gonna sound bonkers. But it depends. For many people their career hits the ground and ramps up a lot during those years. Serious. What is the most horrific thing you've ever personally witnessed? We had a home invasion a few years back. The perp shot my husband multiple times in front of me then ran off. I had to put pressure on his chest with a towel to keep him from bleeding out until the police got here. I remember the blood pouring out of his chest like a damn water hose and him just gasping for air. I don't know how he's alive. I think about it every day. Every now and then we still find some of our things with bloodstains. And always just go, Jesus Christ. Edit. We moved and we're safe. But unfortunately, they never caught the person. I used to do some social work in some really trashy areas. I saw a lot of child neglect, drugs, crime. Nothing really shocked me until I saw a 5-year-old being molested as I was doing a welfare check. It was bad. I used to work on a respiratory unit at a hospital. An old lady who was chronically trached. She'd been on one for maybe around a year, and with her age, delicate skin and lack of good care at the previous hospital, the track site had decayed and sloughed enough to create a hole in the front of her neck I could have fit my adult-sized fist in. And she was still alive. First and thankfully only time I've seen the throat, windpipe, esophagus of a still living person. It was horrific. Men. What are creepy things women do that usually goes unnoticed? Older women are insanely grabby and sexual harass EY. I cannot count the number of times I'll go to take the order of a table of elder ladies and have one of them grab my wrist, hand, or put a hand on my hip. It's pretty gross. Physical abuse. I am 6 feet 3 inches 240. Dating a girl who was half my size and would constantly strike me. Even my friends laughed about it. She ended up breaking my orbital bone and then no one found it funny. Girls filming stranger attractive guys in public. Clearly the stranger doesn't know that he's being filmed or that he looks like he knows and uncomfortable with it. It still get posted online and left up as if it's not an obvious invasion of privacy. If it was the opposite, I'm sure it will be taken down. What is the scariest theory known to man? The dark forest theory. That there are lots of other advanced civilizations out there in space. But they're concealing their presence because they know how suicidally dangerous it is to be broadcasting your planet's location out to the universe. The Great Filter. The idea that we see no other civilizations out in space because they hit some wall that made them go extinct. Whatever it may be, it could be the reason we see no intelligent life out there. The question is, are we past the filter? Or is the worst still to come? That at any moment at any given time some unknown cosmic thing could come from outer space and wipe us out in a blink. I.e., vacuum decay or gamma-ray burst. Even our sun could just produce a huge enough solar storm and we are basically doomed. What is the calling the teacher mom of adulthood? This happened to a coworker years and years ago. We were tellers at a local bank. Every Christmas we had tiny candy canes to give to the kids of customers. One guy came through with his transactions. He had cash back. Teller 1 was helping him. She proceeds to give him his cash in a 100 bill and the candy cane for his kid. He looks at her and says, "Can I have that broken up?" She then proceeds to bash the candy cane to a pulp with my stapler and gives it back to him. Teller 2 just looked at her after the dude said thanks and drove off. And said, "I think he meant the 100 bill. I will remember this story forever." Edit. Thanks for the gold. This is my very favorite story from working there. We had a good group. I still love those people. Ending a call to customer service with, "I love you." I was on the receiving end of one of these when I worked at a call center. Calling your boss mom, dad. Also, ending a work conversation with, "I love you," is a common mistake for married people or people in committed relationships. Suicide attempt survivors. What are some moments you would have missed out on if you had taken your lives? After my second attempt, I was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. The responder with me asked me to name something I was looking forward to that I would have missed if I had succeeded that day. I said the last season of Game of Thrones. Those last 3 episodes felt like a personal giant middle finger to me. I used to do this on the anniversary of my attempt as a way to appreciate being alive for another year. There were some years where it was hard to come up with things to be thankful for. But I felt it was important for me to do it anyway. It will be 20 years in February. So some major moments I would have missed out on. Met a wonderful man and support in my life. Got married. Buying and paying off my car. Dog sledding on a glacier. Visited another country. Turkey. Graduated college. Experienced the wonderful world of cosplay. Experienced the wonderful world of LARPing. Adopted 2 wonderful dogs. Darwin and Evie. Had my artwork featured on site for a very popular video game. Got to see my favorite band live in concert 3 times. Moving to supported living. Learning to live independently and discovering my calling as a cartoonist.